you can't be struggling to beat the likes of Leicester, Southampton, Ipswich.
When he referees the game kind of becomes about him.
No, but Manchester United, let's find it right. For the last 13 years, they've never been competing for anything.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever time you're listening, wherever time you're watching, welcome to another episode of Podcast Pundits. I am your host. I go by the name of Del Estrada, otherwise known as the Free Agent. And I can't do this by myself. I'm joined by my fellow Pundits, starting from my left.
Yo, man, what you saying? It's your boy Strives. I don't know where I'm looking, but yo, man, it's your boy Strives. You can call me Striver. Ripping Arsenal. Yeah, man. Yeah, we're back in the title race. I don't think we're going to do anything, but it's good to be back in it, man. So, yeah, man. I'm here to talk all things football and whatever else the host decides to throw at us.
Yeah, next up, Marley Mar.
Marley Mar here, repping vintage Portugal. Repping the manager really, just showing support for man like Ruben. But I'm also drinking peppermint tea because I anticipate indigestion on this episode through all the cooking. So, yeah.
Next up, Jerry.
Yeah, it's your boy Joey Nomadic, aka Liverpool's number one supporter. Top of the table.
Well,
Still top of the Champions League.
Well, why you hiding your kit, man?
Why
is it so tight?
It's tight. You see what I'm
You looking like you're
I'm in Jimmy, but no, unfortunately, this is a large and I'm now Excel, man. So anyway, still top of the table, still top of the Champions League and still doing the business.
Lastly, Drayman.
Yeah, Drayman, as you all know, avid Man United fan. I ain't changing. Still repping the usual kits. And yeah, just here with the boys just to get it chopping. It's not going to be great for us, but let's crack on.
Cool. Before we get into it, let me do some admin, let you know you can find us. Well, if you're listening, you found us. If you're watching, you found us. Well, we are available on all major platforms. That's Apple, Spotify, and I always forget the last one. And YouTube.
Yeah.
You can interact with us on the socials. So that's X, Instagram, and TikTok. So let's get into it. So when we birthed the podcast, one of the things that we wanted to discuss was the top six. But as weeks have gone by, we've been breaking the protocol. So let's start off, the battle of the bums. So Man United versus Spurs.
Don't sign.
Wow. That was the main event, right? So
all right, straight in, eh?
So yeah, obviously before kickoff, there was a list of injuries that came out. So your MVP player, Ahmad, he's out for the whole season, right?
Yeah, out for the whole season, yeah.
Yoro's missing. Igate is it injured or suspended? I mean, or injured. Yeah. Basically, you had a lot of players missing, and you're left with a bench of just youth players.
Yeah.
So first question,
Carrington's finest.
Carrington's finest, as they say.
Including Chido.
As they say. Before we get into the game, just a question for you guys, in terms of your board. For you to be left with your youth prospects, do you question your board for getting rid of the likes of Rashford and Anthony and not bringing anyone in the January transfer window?
Sure, I can start. It's fine. What I would say is I don't think they could foresee what was going to happen. But obviously now things have happened with the injuries and everything. Ruben needs to swallow the pill and just say we need to get those guys back.
Pause.
Ooh,
sorry.
So you
get what guys back?
You want Rashford back?
I'll get Rashford and Anthony
No, but
back.
you can't call them back.
Can't you record loan?
No, but sometimes loans they have like a break. So
yeah, but sometimes you can record them too.
No,
but not straight away.
Because I think you have
Or is
to
it in the
register.
window?
You have a period of time
Yeah.
you have to register
And they
players,
can't-
isn't it? Like
okay.
you wouldn't be able to register them even if we record them back. No, I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a big mess up. It's a big mess up.
Is it really though?
Yeah, no,
Maybe,
I feel like it is. I feel like
two of your tackles went out. You didn't bring no one to replace them.
yeah,
Or for cover at least.
it's strange. I understand. 'Cause when I saw the bench of Carrington's finest, including Chido, I thought Ruben was trying to send a message to the board in the sense of like, this is what I'm left to deal with in it. In the summer, we need to get serious.
But didn't you say that last week when he played, or the week when he played Merino up front? And some people say,
Yes, I mean it's a consistent message. It would seem.
I don't think he's in a position to be sending messages.
Yeah, I think this one was more so to the injuries. It weren't messaging. This one was like you just bare guys was out. Ugate's out.
I've named them. That is fine.
Yeah.
But my thing is, as to why I think it was a message was the fact that he didn't use any of them. Like he did, like he brought all these academy players, and none of them were.
I swear Chido got 60 seconds though.
Yeah,
2 minutes, 2.5
yeah.
minutes.
He got,
We've been beefing about it.
yeah, he got 60 seconds, and a lot of people are saying that it's probably a contractual thing as to why he got so little minutes, and I've been struggling to argue.
So little minutes or just game time.
Why might it be contractual?
Yeah.
I don't know, but obviously the speculation is that he's got like a crazy contract. I don't believe he's got a crazy
But
contract.
surely after one game, he's met the target already, or even after like 2 minutes.
He might have a number of appearances that he said, "All right, I'll sign this contract with you, man. If I'm allowed to play a certain amount of games in it." And that might be. Obviously, it's speculation. I'm not sure, obviously, but I'm just saying for reasons as to why he got so little minutes. Yesterday, it could be a contractual thing where they say, we'll give you this many games per season if you sign for us, and that might have been one of the games that was part of his contract. It's speculation. I'm not sure that's the.
But Ruben was saying though that he was happy with the team, so he didn't want to make the changes. And to be honest, we wasn't playing awful. We wasn't playing great, but we looked like we could score as well, but we just couldn't take chances.
You think we could? That's my thing. I think Man United right now they have. I think they have zero goal threat, and I think that's the problem. Like,
but goal threat and being able to score, like in terms of we get the chances to score. There's just people in positions and not scoring the goals.
Do you get a lot of chances to score? I know Garnacho had that chance, but apart from that, how many clear-cut chances? Not just in that game, but in other games as well. How many clear-cut chances do United tend to create?
But probably not that many. But we normally tend to take them. We're quite clinical. So in that game, I would say it was not clinical at all.
When you say clinical, do you mean you don't score goals, or you mean?
No,
I mean, when we get the chance, we normally put it away. I think it normally it's like one shot, one goal
against Arsenal.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case. But obviously against Arsenal it was. But I can't think of any other situation where that happened.
Yeah, I don't think that's the case with Man United. I think Bruno's obviously use Bruno as an example because he spams like he plays percentages, isn't it? But when you look at the chances created across in the league of like which players have created the most chances, Bruno's always high up in the table, and we're still not scoring goals. So that is evidence of the fact that we're not putting away chances.
But has Bruno been creating a lot of chances?
I haven't checked recently, but I would imagine so. Like I would actually imagine so. He creates quite a few chances per game. Like I think.
Do you think so? Because obviously, because people are talking about Højlund, he's not scoring anything. Is he getting chances? And I know that Zirkzee's not putting himself in a position where he's getting chances. So who is Bruno creating for? That's what I think. I don't think United are creating that much full stop.
The thing is with Højlund, like people critique him saying that obviously, like, is he getting enough? As you just said, is he getting enough chances? I think he is a contributing factor as to why he's not getting as many chances. I think when we're on the ball, he doesn't create opportunities for himself enough in games. Like I said it last week, he likes a bit of a scrap kind of thing. And I don't think his first focus is to get in a position to receive the ball in a way where I can create a chance or score a goal. Like, and I think that's his massive problem. Similar to Zirkzee. Zirkzee doesn't like. So I said it like a couple of days ago to Mex and Matty Savage. I'll tell you, he's a cheater. Zirkzee is a cheater, and the reason he's a cheater, because when he first came, he said he's a 9.5, and I feel like that is like sitting on the fence. And which one are you? Are you a 9 or you're a 10? Yeah. And I think when he plays, like he plays more like a 10, so it absolves him from having to score in a game. Like so for me, you're either one or the other in it. If you're going to be a number 10, I think he should get a bit more fit so he can move around a bit more, because he has got the attributes of being able to hold up play, find the pass. Goal scoring is obviously not his greatest skill. But I just think he just needs to pick one. If you're going to be a 10, be a 10. If you're going to be a number 9, focus more on being a number 9.
I do get when people say 9.5. Yeah, because he's a facilitator, but he's not. His main thing, the same way Jesus said it, Jesus causes havoc. I don't know what Zirkzee does. You know,
and that's the thing. Then that's not what we need. Like we've got Bruno to do all that freedom of the pitch. I'm going to go out and create chances. I'm going to score the goal. Like we don't need two of them. Like so for me, like you start to look at the recruitment team within Man United. Like, why was someone like that signed when he's clearly not gonna solve the problem that
But
we've
you
always
was
had?
happy. You was happy you were signed.
I was happy, but I thought he was gonna be a goal, like almost like a. No, I wouldn't say like an Alvarez for Man City, because he gets units in it. Like he scores goals, but he's not an out and out striker, I would say.
Yeah.
Especially particularly for Man City, he wasn't an out and out striker, but he will get goals.
But he could play up there.
He could play up there, and it's similar to Zirkzee. Zirkzee can play further. He can play in a 10 role, but he can play further. You'd like to think he can play further forward, but it seems like it's not the.
But as a Zirkzee, he's a centre forward, and he's more of a chain link rather than. Like, do you know what I mean? He's supposed to. You know how Firmino was for Mane and Salah?
Yeah.
So he's supposed to be that. But you guys are playing. You're not playing with spearhead.
That's what I'm saying. We didn't. And that's obviously not his fault. Obviously, he came when 10 was in the job. Now he's obviously got a whole new manager with a different system. It might just be not. It's just not his fault, because he's not particularly a bad player. He's just not what we right now. He's not what we need.
Yeah. But let's go on the actual performance now. You talk about, I think I can only recall Garnacho's chance. And generally speaking, when I watch United, I don't feel you guys create that many chances. I keep on, when you got beat my Arsenal, I think you had an XG of like 0.4 versus Arsenal's XG of like 0.3. I mean, 3. So you guys don't create that many chances. And it comes down to the fact that, okay, at what point do you say, Ruben, can you change your formation? Because you've made our most creative player. He's playing now in a double pivot. Like, how is he creating chances? And like, when under ETH, Højlund, he wasn't the best, but at least he was getting chances, wasn't he?
It's much of the same thing, I'd say.
Yeah.
But last season he scored.
He just scored. I think it's like it's a confidence thing. Like it's a confidence thing throughout the team. Like I feel like you need to have like a really, really strong, almost like a Garnacho, because Garnacho's ego is so big that he won't allow the negative criticism from the fans or the manager affect him, as we've seen it. Like he's still gonna go out in the pitch. He's still gonna lick shots at free will. I feel like Højlund, like he is allowing the pressure to maybe affect him. He needs that guy. What was that guy's name that done that tune?
Oh yeah, no, but he aired him, man.
But he aired him, but he started banging after he dropped that track,
but after he aired him, man, he lost the power, man.
Let me tweet him that. I think his name was Sean something.
Yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about, man. I think he did.
The Miracle tune, you remember him?
Yeah.
You need him
I swear he did an X Factor. I think he might have done X Factor or something. Yeah. I know you're trying to stop yourself from saying something crazy.
We need my man back there. Wherever you're at, if you can hear this, bro.
But you see Bruno, though, because again, with Sporting, he had the Japanese guy and he had Kieran.
Bruno?
No,
Ruben.
Sporting. So he had like players who can create chances from the 2 pivot position, because obviously one goes, one sits.
Yeah.
So there is opportunity for that, but I would have to agree with Marley and say there's a confidence issue, because
in the whole team or just the strikers?
In the whole team in general, because at the start of the season, even I remember like Højlund was making runs in behind.
Yeah.
That Europa League game was against Porto. Was that this? Yeah, it was against Porto
in Champions League.
Europa League.
Was Europa League? Was it Porto?
Sorry, it's last season.
He's got a fair amount of goals in Europa League, innit? So he's capable.
But he makes those runs in behind.
Yes, yeah.
Now he doesn't do that.
Now he doesn't do it. He's focusing more on, as I said, like fighting. And he had a chance in the game yesterday where he ran in behind, I think,
like over the top.
He ran to the side. He created a little yard for himself, and he got
the shot away.
He's actually got the correct ability to be a good striker, but it's just the decision making
and that's coaching.
That is
I don't
coaching.
think they're being coached, especially these young players. They're not being coached now. I don't even know who your coaching team is.
I know it's a lot of Portuguese, man. That's
okay.
It's sort of been asking for.
Maybe it's a time thing.
Yeah.
But so Jenny, in terms of your performance, because I've been hearing that you guys, despite losing, you played well. Do you agree?
Yeah, I think we played okay. I think we played okay would be a fair assessment. In terms of what Marley was saying, even with that chance that Højlund had, we're not doing things differently. So we're trying to play the whole game the same way, whereas we do one ball over the top against Spurs and it seems to open up a few avenues. It's a different way of playing. So I don't know why we're not doing that more, like from the back, even just trying to find a guy that can run over the top. I'm not saying all the time, but you just to change things up, because obviously we're coming to the point now where people are saying, I can't really see like a system that you're playing. And we got this under ETH. It seems like we're going down this same road with Ruben, who's very content in sticking with his own formation and not tweaking it and not changing it, which is a little bit of a worry, because if things are not going right, then you need to be looking at the bench and going, okay, maybe I will bring in a few of these youth players. It's the best time to do it. Let me just bring them on. If you're going to lose, because for me, if I lose 3-0 and you've brought in youth players, I don't think it's going to make a difference, because you've still lost the game. Like, we're not really gaining anything because we're still low on morale, even losing 1-0.
Yeah.
So to lose like 3-0, but you've brought in some youngsters and then you go, oh shit, maybe these guys are good. I might have to start this guy in the next game or something like that. Like Kone from the bench.
I don't think you can afford to lose.
They are losing anyway, bro.
That's my thing.
You can't lose 3-0 because it's like Ruben Amorim. He's unraveling in front of everybody. Like he's going around saying my job is so hard, etc., etc. The last thing
when he came, he said he had chance. He said he's got a chance to do it.
No, but he is a little bit. You know what I mean? The stuff that he's saying in the media and whatnot, the last thing he needs at this moment, with all the pressure that's on Manchester United, is to get a 3-0 drumming by Spurs that has been losing countlessly. I think in one of the notes that I saw floating around earlier on today in the group when we was preparing for even this episode, I swear you must have said that Tottenham were winless in 7. I didn't even know all this. Like, Tottenham have been like having nightmares of their own. Like, and to go and lose 3-0, bro. I don't.
No one's saying they don't. It's not.
I know.
Yeah, but to Dre's point,
you say you don't think that he had to preserve some dignity in some.
No, but when you get to a point in the game and you go, let's go for it. Let's try it.
No, so my point is to you now, because actually we've been having some discourse. One, do you think he should have utilised that bench despite it being?
I'm not saying like he needs to bring on.
Despite Marty Miles saying the use of word that those were what was your description of your bench?
What, the Carrington
Carrington finest?
Yeah. So do you think he should have called upon the Carrington finest?
Yeah, I think he should have brought on maybe like Kone and Obi a bit sooner. Yeah, maybe for Casemiro.
Kone and who, sir?
Obi.
Yeah, I would have.
No, I'm not saying like early in the game, but 10 minutes to go, maybe even 15. I'll try them out.
Why do you want to see Chido? Yeah. Just out of curiosity, what's he going to give you?
We need goals. So why are we not going to see him?
Why is he the one to give you the goal? Yeah,
no, but why not?
So you can play Wanyeri, but we can't play.
No, but are you trying to?
No, you're not. But
is this guy's going to
don't subscribe? But now my thing is, why do you think Chido is going to come on and do something
different?
I'm saying, but why do you think he's going to come on and do anything?
Maybe not, but you don't know after 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, but that's what my thing is. That I don't think it was about. I don't think it was about giving him the opportunity to come on and save the game or show anything. I think it was like, bro, you've done well in training.
Walk on the grass.
Yeah, get your debut, get your cap. But that's bro. I don't know why everyone's acting like this is crazy, because like if you look at the Liverpool squad, their guys have just come on in the 92nd minute.
Yeah, but Liverpool win it.
Yeah, exactly. It's a bit different.
But it's very different. Whereby
you don't stop giving players debuts when you're winning. He actually said that's the difference.
No, but Ruben actually said like he had a game plan. I think I said in the group.
He's lying,
so if he felt like someone can make an impact, then so why bring on for 2 minutes? That's what I'm saying. Either you don't bring them on at all.
Yeah.
You know?
That's where I'm now, because what he said made sense, but just the time he done it in was like, bruv, like how special do you think this is to come on and score with it? Like, that's Makeda's.
But it's not even
that. Makeda even had longer than that when he came, bro.
But the thing is, we've only got that starting 11 now. That's the team that are fit, right? So my thing is, we could get more injuries. But he doesn't want to rest the players that are on the pitch at the moment just to bring them off, just to go, oh, actually, we got more games coming up. I might need to bring off a few players just to make sure I've got them for my next game as well.
Maybe you have faith in the players that you have on the pitch.
No, he said he was happy. He said he was happy with the performance, so he didn't want to bring on these subs. Because obviously, though, in his mind, he's not saying it, but he's probably thinking they're youth players. I don't want them to get off to like a crappy start, which is probably in the back of his mind. Yeah. But I would say he needs to do it. Just for the players that are on the pitch. For me, Bruno had an awful game. Casemiro was okay.
Bruno's a double agent. I'm sure.
Yeah.
He's a double agent.
Wow, man, this is.
Like Bruno on his day, Bruno is quality, but on his
But the thing is, Marley, I would say though, the position he was playing in that game was weird because I think they were worried about Casemiro. Then Bruno, for some reason, was going out to the wing.
The ball, bro. I'm talking about he gave the ball away.
Oh yeah, many times.
So many times, like simple passes, but then also we've mixed in. You know how I play pro clubs, or how you think I play pro clubs. I've changed my ways. But bro, he was just spamming them. I didn't understand. Like, I didn't understand.
But is that because he's trying to create something out of nothing?
I feel like you should have a number of these that you're allowed to do in it. I think if you give the ball away 3 times in a row, bruv, like give someone else a chance. You know what I mean?
Wait, remember that game where Trent gave the ball away 24 times or whatever, and then people were
England game.
and then he created a goal.
Yeah,
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, obviously, like, let's be honest, he's your only creative outlet on the pitch. And so he has to be allowed to have a game like that once in a while.
No, he had more than one in a while game.
Yeah. That's the only problem that they get to.
That's because there's a heavy reliance.
Exactly.
But he takes on that. Like
that's what leaders are meant to do.
Yeah,
but make it work, innit?
No, but maybe get somebody else in who can take the burden off my shoulders.
Because Garnacho does the same thing. Garnacho is technically quote unquote like a leader on the pitch in the terms of he believes himself to have the ability to
I know
and what he does is he takes chances, like he shoots from when he should be passing it. Like it's just like the decisions.
Nah, you don't rate other people. That's why, you know.
That's valid.
I think so.
Because there was a lot of times that got Dorgu
was overlapping. And he just didn't give it to him. Why? I don't know why.
Ranking him, bro.
Speaking of Dorgu, how was his performance?
It was all right.
Yeah.
It was all right.
I think he's going to be a powerhouse. Definitely, he's got that attributes.
Any questioning as to why he played left this week but right last week?
I think he's just done him there because we're running out of players. So he's like, I might as well play him.
Dalot play?
Dalot played on the right. Yeah, I don't know.
I couldn't make sense of that. To be fair, but
powerhouse.
Have you got Onana on there?
You know.
No, but you can talk freely.
But I want to talk about Onana.
Don't.
Sorry, I've had enough of this guy. But I'm like, the goal that they scored, I watched it again before I came here, and I was like, listen, I could have saved that. I promise you I could have saved that.
Okay, what did he do wrong? As in,
I think he's
and is he completely at fault? As in, like, could your defenders have helped him in that situation?
They could have.
I think he's completely.
They could have, but I get what Marley's saying.
But the shot from Bergvall wasn't like strong. It wasn't hit particularly in the corner. It was pretty close to him, but still, I think he could have caught it. I think he had too much pounded jam the night before, bro.
I do know he's pounded jam.
I'm a lie. Tell him that.
What country is he from?
Tell him that.
What country is he from?
He's Cameroon, isn't it?
I don't know pounded jam.
What are you then?
Oh, no, he's getting worse.
It's getting worse. I swear I'm the last one that was African, though. I swear I'm the last one that went.
I think he could at least parried it further away if he's going to do something like that.
We've seen that mistake. We've seen him make that mistake.
Guys, let's not fight him, man. Onana's.
I said Onana when they were signing him. I said Onana's going to be an interesting character for you guys. And you guys were, hey.
And the thing is, Onana, obviously, we signed him because we understood his qualities to be he's good on the ball. He can press the ball, or he can phase the ball higher up the pitch. And his distribution was good, but we haven't seen any of that.
No.
All we've seen is that his inability to stop chances and create scenarios for the opposition team that they wouldn't have otherwise. It's mad being a United fan, because what most competent Man United fans realise is that we were been too heavily critical on players that are past gone.
And he looked heavy as well to try and get to the. I know Maddison was in, but he looked. By the time he got to it, he was like almost like a.
I'll
struggle. That's what I mean.
I'll blow him on the rebound because he wouldn't have got it. My thing is the initial.
No, but I'm saying just not that he would have got it, but I felt like his movement. I know you're saying you're joking.
Anticipation.
Yeah, exactly. In terms of you've parried it, you're a goalkeeper. You do this every day in training. You're gonna parry it.
Yeah, they do.
You probably know that someone's gonna be.
But didn't he parry away from goal though?
Nah, it was almost like it wasn't far enough.
Yeah.
It was like almost parried into the penalty box.
So just to reply to what you said about rubbishing other players and then they leave. Two things can be true. Like David De Gea could have stunted the way you build up your attacks. and Onana can be rubbish.
Yeah.
So, and I think that's the case because, like, let's have it right. You lot apparently wanted to play a more advanced in football, and if Arsenal had David De Gea, that's not happening. If Liverpool had David De Gea, it's not happening. If Man City had David De Gea, and then another thing, Amorim is trying to establish a system, bro. You have to bear in mind, there's been no system at Man United ever.
Yeah,
Even Alex Ferguson has been no system. So he's coming in to establish a system of playing football. Bearing in mind, even at board level, there's no structure there, bro.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's an impossible job that you have to give him time.
I'm not like,
you have to get rid of Onana again.
I'm not Ruben out. Like at the minute, I've got no like afflictions to him like staying or leaving currently. But my opinion is that it would be ridiculous to let him go when he hasn't effectively been given any time with the players that we've currently got. He hasn't been given a budget that other managers have been given. Like he's in a pretty difficult situation at the minute, which is why when people say patience, this is exactly what they mean when they say have patience. Like this is supposed to happen.
I get it, but at the same time, do you have any doubts on his capabilities to actually do the job, given that when he gets all these players?
As I said, I'm not in or out at the minute. Like I'm just like, let's see how it goes, bro. Like
but what you can be fully.
I haven't seen any benefits of him being in a manager as of now. All I've seen is that players have left. I haven't seen particularly him improve any players. All I've seen is that he's changed the system and he's stuck with the system. But in terms of like improvement on players, I haven't seen any of that. But his Europa League performance has been.
But who are you playing in Europa League, bro?
No, but compare that to Ten Hag, who couldn't win a game in Europe. That would be a benefit.
Yeah. Would Ten Hag be higher in the table right now if he was still in the job?
He would. Probably,
He would. Definitely. It's funny because obviously where Marley Mar's saying he would comparing Ten Hag
because Ten Hag said that he couldn't play the way he wanted to play, so he started playing. He was facilitating towards the players in the way that they play. So I think he was more of a let's just grind out this result, guys. Let's just get over the line. Whereas Rubens are like, guys, you need to play my way.
Yeah.
And if you play my way, then we are going to get the results. But you guys can't play what I'm telling you. Or
what
like
would you
manager change?
Prefer? Because obviously last week Della was badgering the point about the need and sometimes the necessity for adapting. Yeah. So what would you prefer as obviously a United fan that's obviously seeing his club in the mud at the moment? Well, what would you prefer right at this moment? Would you want a manager that is prepared to, take the licks, pause, to get for the bigger picture? Hopefully the players that he gets or the players he has, he hones them into playing this way that he wants them to play? Or would you prefer someone that's adapting and is like, you know what? Let's understand our limitations, innit? Know your boys, like we always say in our batch. Exactly. Know your boys, know what our strengths are, know what your limitations are, and let's work with that and let's work to the maximum of our capacity rather than pretending to be what
I think
not.
He can do what he wants to do, like in terms of implement what he wants to implement, do his tactics, do his formation. Listen, he can do his formation, do his tactics. But when it's not working, he needs to have a plan B. And that plan B is, okay, let's just see what I can do with these guys and maybe get a tune out of them.
So will you prefer in Ten Hag's approach to games, or will you because you've had both of them so far this season, so you're both in a place where you're both in a place where you can answer it.
The former.
Okay.
Yeah. As in
Ten Hag.
No.
Not necessarily in the manager. That's the approach.
Your two statements in the sense of like, bro, like stick it out, bro.
Okay.
Like, I wouldn't want him to see a manager effectively change for the sake of getting results because we've been there. That's exactly what.
But when you say, are you talking as in no element of adapting? No one's saying change completely, but adapt to some extent.
What does that?
What does that look like?
Yeah,
you have to meet if you've been trying to play the same formation for X amount of games and it's not working. But it's insanity to continue doing the same thing.
No, that's
you know why it's insanity because
Ten Hag for that though.
Yeah, that's what Ten Hag was one that
because
he adapted what he was.
Yeah. Because that's what we
No.
Ten Hag. Well,
no, I'm saying, and it's all about managing the situation.
Yeah.
We can criticize Ten Hag because he had 2 seasons. But with 2.5 seasons, you should find a better approach to play your football and win games. Ruben, what I'm trying to say, okay, you're trying this approach, but you're coming midway through the season. If it's not working, maybe try and tweak it, maybe adapt it because it's not working.
Does he risk falling into the habit that Ten Hag did.
No,
where
no,
it's
it
like,
doesn't,
it
because-
gets him through somewhere. Maybe he scumbags his way into a trophy,
No.
and then he's like, well, you
No,
know what?
do you reason why I say it doesn't? Because I always said at the same time, you can carry on doing this, yeah, but you still need to. United still have targets, right? You still need to win games.
Yeah,
and if
100%.
no, and essentially, if you keep on performing like this,
Nah,
you're going to lose confidence.
We can still meet our targets.
But what are your targets?
Currently,
Champions League.
now Europa and things, you're gonna and potentially getting Champions League.
Yeah,
through
right,
Europa.
Potentially, you can still do it, but
We're
one
not going to get relegated. Let's
no,
let's be
of course
honest.
not.
I checked the table. We're not. I promise.
The thing is, we're lucky. I was going to say,
That's it.
Marley,
We're not.
the only reason I say we're not getting relegated is we're lucky how bad the other three
yeah,
at the bottom of the table were.
Wolves are far from it. But yeah,
I think United
And
were
let me
relegated in their
finish this-
history before.
Yeah,
and
right,
apparently it mirrors the form you lot are
Yeah,
right now.
but
But
they're
no,
always
no,
going
no,
to.
let me
they're always gonna
let me
talk about
finish
those
the point, 'cause
Okay,
we have been
what
on
was the last thing?
Probably like 90.
we have been on this segment for a while.
Get out here, man.
Was it 97 something? I don't know.
It was like 1973, 1974.
Yeah, but I'm
something
just
like that.
saying, like the form mirrored this
but
one.
bro,
Sorry,
this
guys,
is a different.
No,
breed
all I
of
was saying
Premier League,
is
bro.
essentially, yeah, you can say I'm going to stick to what I'm doing, but now the pressure on you, your team's underperforming, confidence is low. You're saying Højlund can't perform anymore, but your performances are getting worse and worse. You're playing the
I
likes
didn't
of.
say can't perform. I was saying
No,
came back.
Then you say confidence is low.
Confidence is low, but
Yeah, exactly. And it's not getting any better, bro. Like you can't. Yes, you can. You scraped wins against like Man City, and you got the fortune of Arsenal, but you can't be struggling to beat the likes of Leicester, Southampton, Ipswich. These are the teams that that's your zone now. And then we compared the person that you're playing against next, which is Everton in Moyes. Oh, look what Moyes has done.
Yeah, exactly.
And
4 wins out
you
of
said in the
6.
grip. No, all I'm trying to say, the reason I'm saying Moyes is like, just do what I need to do. No, just do what you need to do to get yourself to the summer. All I'm saying, that's what I'm saying for Amorim. Like, do what you need to do to get yourself in the summer. The same way I've used the example of Arteta. If it's not working, change it. Just get you by. So you've got pre-season. He needs pre-season.
Yeah.
And he needs time. So if you buy yourself time, this ain't buying you time.
What I say about Amorim is though he's technically got carte blanche on this situation because he's stipulated his terms. I'm coming to play this football. I didn't want to come now. Blah blah blah. And you guys brought me here.
But surely the border policy thing, we didn't think it'd be this bad, bro.
Yeah. And if you want, sack me. And then guess what? You should have probably kept Ruben Nistelrooy into the summer then.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you don't want to, like, you guys are capable of being fools because you've done it before. Be fools again, bro.
But what does that do?
I'm still gonna get another good job, bro, and I'm still gonna succeed, bro, because like.
But doesn't that damage his reputation, though?
No, not at all, bro.
No,
not at all, because you've come into a shit house.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what I mean? Like I would look at his reputation the same way as look at Graham Potter, innit? I don't include the Chelsea thing on Graham Potter because he went into a shit house, man.
Yeah.
And so now I'm starting again. This is Brighton and then West Ham. It'll be Sporting X, and then wherever club he goes to next, man. So he's got the power to say, I'm gonna do this. If you guys don't like it, then sack me, innit? Give me more compensation too.
And he probably, if we continue like this, where we're running out of players, I think we need to look at free agents as well, potentially.
Yeah, that market.
Isn't there a registration window as well for free?
I think free agent, you can sign them anytime. Yeah. But we need to move away from that.
Yeah, apparently.
Need to move away from this segment. But before we move away, obviously your game is against Everton. Your next game is against Everton. What do you think?
We're away.
You are.
I don't think that is
away to. I know it doesn't. You're away to Everton.
Man, Goodison Park is scary.
What do you think the results going to be?
Yeah.
The way Everton are playing right now, we'll get moved to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Draw at best.
Cool. Speaking of Everton, so Joey, you had a 2-2 result against your neighbours. Before we go into the Wolves game, let's just talk about the Everton game. Like, what was your expectation of that game? I know you said you had concern because it's Everton, it's a derby.
Yeah, it turned out exactly how I expected, to be completely honest, man. Like, obviously, I wanted us to win, but I knew that. I knew it would be a difficult game. The one thing I didn't know, and I think have I apologized to you?
I don't know.
No, I apologise to other Arsenal fans, but sorry. Sorry. Because obviously when Michael Oliver was doing this thing, I was just laughing a minute and I started to know.
Oh, I saw the screenshot of your apology.
Oh, yeah.
I saw it.
I was dancing all the Arsenal fans' graves and all of that kind of stuff. But Michael Oliver, he ruined the game for me, man, in my opinion, man. But other than that, I like.
What was the key thing that he done?
Yeah, no, I'll come back to that. But other than that, I liked how contentious Everton were. Like this Premier, like people in my group they were losing it. They were losing in the group. But, bro, like you can't expect the people to hand you the Premier League, bro. You're gonna have to work for it, man. And
I agree.
And I think that's a very good point we got from Everton, even though it felt like we lost that game.
I think it's a very good point if you're losing and then you rescue the point.
Yeah.
But to be winning and then lose the 2 points, I don't know if it feels like very good
But
anymore.
then
Feel like a loss.
But then if you think about last year, where we lost that game,
And
to me that was always going to be a banana peel because it's the last derby at Goodison Park.
Yeah.
And then when you look at the record as well, as like Della was saying the other day in WhatsApp, like he thought it was more one-sided to Liverpool, but it's very equal at Goodison Park.
I think we've had a brief look even in last week's episode. The record doesn't flatter Liverpool at Goodison Park for sure.
It's equal, isn't it? Equal wins, equal draws.
Yeah. So
is it? Is it equal all the way through? Okay.
I didn't even know. I thought it was just equal wins. But like obviously on paper we should be blitzing them, innit? Like there's no two ways about it. But football's not played on paper, is it?
Yeah.
And back to this Michael Oliver thing.
Back to Michael Oliver. So the first free kick that led to the goal, nobody touched the guy.
Yeah.
He jumped in the air. But that's cool because referees made that mistake. I'm cool. We move on. Next thing. Nah, wait, what's going on? Wait. You can't laugh at me. No, sorry. I just got a thought of his picture. Hey, don't make that cover for this shit, no, right?
Was that FaceTime? How did you get that?
Bro, you know, Bud said he's spoken to me. He hasn't forgiven me, bro. He come to us, she gave him a house, bro, and he's like, jeez, before the game finished. Oh man, that was a full part.
Schoolboy era.
You know what? The goal went in. Yeah, I went back to the group. Yeah, to look at the picture. I was gone. I was like,
I went into everybody's foot.
The picture gone, bro.
Oh man. Oh yeah, I learned a valuable lesson there. Bro.
Oh man.
But yeah, no, sorry. There was that. And then so basically, he gave yellow cards early. When you give the yellow cards early, you have to start dishing out yellow cards. All of a sudden, after he's given out the first 3 or 4, I think it was 3 to Everton, 1 to Liverpool, he's just stopped giving yellow cards. Now, Gakpo is dribbling with the ball. Idrissa Gueye holding his arm, playing advantage, bro. There's no advantage there, bro. So, okay, cool. Now we've gone into the bit where you have to start equally giving advantage, innit? And I personally, I feel like it's been mentioned a few times, but when he referees the game kind of becomes about him. And it just wasn't nice to see in that game. In my opinion.
This is I can't lie. This is crazy because I used to say this stuff. I feel like I'm listening to myself.
No, 100%. I didn't remember what I prefaced this with. Sorry.
You know what you do? You do that.
Yeah. And I expect you to do the same to me, bro, or any non-fans. Because listen, what I will say is, obviously, like after 72 hours, like maybe even 24, 48 hours, you got to knock it on the head. I'm only bringing this up because we're doing a podcast. If we weren't doing a podcast, I would say no. But it is cathartic to cry about it, and you do feel like a bad bee. I know you're not feeling that, but you're crying about these things.
Wow, one Liverpool fan, man, he sent me a 10-minute voice note.
Okay.
A 10-minute voice note, just documenting everything Michael Oliver did in that game. Wow, it was the head loss was phenomenal. I was crying. I've been crying most of the week.
London Athletic.
No, not even. Cuff that came on the podcast.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
No, do you know what it is? Like, obviously, I'm gonna cry about it in that period, whatever. But I can't cry about it because it happens to every team. That's one thing I'll say. And the other thing is that, I think we all agree. Well, I don't know if we all agree, but Michael Oliver, there's always some kind of controversy, and then like people say he plays for Man City and all that kind of stuff, bro. If you like look back at it, the catalogue against non-Man City teams is crazy, but that's football. And I also think that he's been put here to make football more entertaining for the neutral rather than to be a fair referee. The same as VAR. That's my conspiracy theory on Michael Oliver and VAR. So, yeah.
Let's move on to the Wolves game now.
Yeah.
So off the back of that draw, was this a must-win?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%, especially after Arsenal won.
And then obviously you guys started off the game pretty well. 2-0 at
Yeah,
half
okay,
time.
it was okay, man.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, but 2-0 at half time, and then in the second half,
No chance.
before we got there, Konate 2 incidences or whatever. Did you all watch the game?
Yeah, I watched it today, to be fair. Who you think was the second
No,
yellow?
I'm just going to ask a question. What do you guys think?
I don't think it was the second yellow. However, if it was given,
Mm.
You wouldn't be
I would
allowed to
understand.
have it.
Complain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd understand. Yeah.
Me personally, I didn't think it was a second yellow. I did think that if he then made another challenge,
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what, do you not feel like the referee should kind of manage it? If you've given out a yellow card for something, because that for me, that foul was probably harder than the first yellow card.
the first one,
Yeah, in
when he
terms of
pulled
how
him back.
late it was. Yeah, that pullback. There
He
wasn't
pulled back
like,
and kicked it away though.
yeah,
no,
pulled
but
him out, then kicked the
he
ball
got a
away.
yellow card for the pullback because the ref
Yeah.
was bringing out the card before he even kicked it away.
Mm.
But that
Also,
pullback, there was
So
no.
he could have got sent off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
that was
no,
Arsenal,
yeah.
probably.
If it was
But
that was
there was
Martinelli's
no.
situation.
For me, there was no
It's what,
attack.
double jeopardy?
Yeah,
It's
literally.
happened to
That's
us.
happened to
Oh yeah,
Martinelli.
no,
Yeah,
but
it's
I think there was.
happened.
When he done the thing on the corner on the throw-in and then ran and done another foul.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
totally different.
Yeah.
Why
yeah.
that?
Because
the
there-
ref done one down and sent him off.
No, because remember, the
Why
ref
that
gave him a
different?
yellow card, and
No,
then
he didn't stop
and then
it.
he did the send.
He done the first.
He
The
said-
He
first
done
one,
the
he was
first
like,
one,
play
and
on.
then it was the
And
send.
then
then
he
he
done
said
another
play
one.
on. Then he done another one, but then you can only book him for one.
No, you can't. That's not true, bro.
In what
One of them's
world have you
dissent.
seen it happen again?
One of them's dissent. Remember?
In what world have you seen it happen
No, bro,
again?
he
A player
got-
got 2 yellows in
In
Wait.
the
In
same-
one phase of
yeah,
play.
yeah,
Hang on,
in
bro.
the-
In
one
the-
phase of play.
No,
Yeah,
so
exactly.
That's so technically Konate should have been sent off.
Yeah.
I hate what you're saying.
So Konate should be sent off then, right?
compare it to what just.
wait. So
what
hang on.
we're
You're saying
discussing.
you get to do a free yellow card offence, and then you get to do
Konate
another
does-
dissent.
Konate done that.
Konate just done it.
Konate done that though.
No. But
He
No,
fouled
no,
and he
hang
kicked the ball away. That's 2 yellow
That's
cards.
2 yellows.
No, but I'm
Yeah.
saying-
But he hasn't been given opportunities to say, all right, that one was the
Yeah.
that one was the issue.
The ref didn't say that either. He just said,
No,
play on.
he said
Yeah.
play on.
No,
That doesn't mean
no.
you're going to book me.
No,
He said play on though, innit? Like,
No, guys.
Yeah.
So
Come
basically,
on, man.
what you lot are saying.
Go on, man.
No,
No,
hang
but
on.
what I'm saying, there wasn't an intermission between, all right, you've
Yeah.
done this foul and this foul.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
a yellow
there
card is
was-
a warning. The
Yeah.
first booking is a warning. So if you do this again, you're off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you never gave me the first one, how can you now give me a second
I
one?
hear what you're saying as
So
well.
if we're saying the Martinelli one
But
is
the
fine.
same, though. I hear what
I'm
you're
not saying,
that's what
but if we're saying the Martinelli one's okay,
Mm.
then Konate, for those 2 occasions, because everyone knows by kicking the ball away,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
yellow card.
Yeah.
He didn't need the second warning then.
But he didn't get the first yellow card. It hadn't been produced.
Neither did
yet. That's not-
Martinelli.
But
No,
got
he
this.
did. He
He
did,
got-
bro.
He didn't
No,
get-
he didn't.
bruv, he
He got-
didn't.
Wait, hang on.
he got this.
No,
As soon as the
He got
game,
play- he got
as soon as the
play
game
on.
stopped,
No, sorry.
As soon as the game stopped, that's when Martinelli
I'm
went.
thinking of Dallo. My bad.
yeah.
Mm.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah.
Okay, so we will agree that if it was a red card, no
Sorry,
complaint.
my
can't-
point
you
was that
can't
the
have-
no one would
the
be
first
mad,
one
yeah.
was less of a yellow than the second one, in my opinion, because
Mhm.
obviously, like he didn't stop an attack. There
Technically
was
did.
nothing on. I think Cunha was running forward, and then he grabbed him before Cunha even controlled the ball.
But they
properly.
stop an attack though.
But there was nothing on though.
Yeah, but you're stopping them from moving forward, which is an attack.
Yeah, but the point, it's not like an opportunity stopping. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. But yeah, I think the second one was more egregious than the first.
Yeah.
So are you saying that to say that either way he should still be on 1 yellow because he shouldn't
No,
have had a
I'm
yellow
saying
for
you
the-
should have gotten sent off.
Second.
You should have got
Okay.
sent off if that's the,
Oh, okay.
the standard that you're setting, innit?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so now we're going to the second half, and it was very different from your first half.
Yeah.
And that was the first time since 2004, 2005 that you guys didn't have any attempt on goal.
Yeah.
At Anfield at home. Like, for you personally as a fan, what reason do you think that as to why you guys dropped off so much?
I feel like obviously Konate coming off was quite a big change in my opinion as well. Joel Quansah. I feel like we saw the importance of Gakpo in that game.
How long's he out for?
I don't think he's out for that long, to be fair. But just not having him, because one thing he does is he takes his man on every time. And he's always looking to take his man on, get the ball into the box, or looking to take his man on and get the shot off. I've obviously been giving Luis Diaz a hard time, but Luis Diaz, so the way I see it is that like defense in general, they have like a concentration bar. Every time Salah runs at you, it goes down a little bit. Every time Diaz runs at you, it goes down a little bit. Salah and Gakpo, they drain your defense's concentration. Diaz doesn't do that enough. And Jota, obviously, he was all right, but he wasn't good enough for me. He wasn't back
Do you think he should have got a yellow card?
Nah, not really.
That was bad.
I don't know why Dad's.
It was stupid. And that would have put the game to bed as well, by the way.
can we kindly reopen the case of Jota versus
Nah,
Rashford?
no chance, bro.
Why, bruv?
Because Rashford got kicked out of his club, bro.
No, but
They told him to get the fuck out of it.
He's in a happy place now, isn't it?
But it doesn't matter. They told him to get the fuck
I'd
out.
like to reopen the case of Jota
Bro,
versus Rashford.
Yeah,
That's
let
between you two,
let-
innit?
let-
No,
let-
bro,
let
wait.
Rashford get one or two. Yeah, let's go under his belt there.
No, listen. You can file the application,
Yeah.
but
Go through the process.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll
Bro,
put it in the podcast.
because try to destroy them, bro.
And the listeners, like and comment, subscribe. Put some
Yeah.
comments.
For sure.
No, yeah, Joe was a bit disappointing for me. And sorry, back to your question. I feel like Raf point in a group in it. You talked about Carragher talking about our team last season again in the Everton game as well. I feel like our team, we hadn't really improved. I didn't think that was a unfair thing for Carragher to say then, because it kind of applies now, because we're getting to the crunch time and our players are getting tired, and we didn't improve our squad. Like, the only person we brought in was Chiesa. Chiesa's not getting game time, and even if he was getting game time, it wouldn't be at the expense of Salah. So,
But you said your players are getting tired.
like, VVD is playing every single game. Salah's playing every single game.
Shouldn't they be getting better?
Shouldn't they be getting? No, these guys are at the peak of their football, bro. What do you
No,
mean?
because last week you said Spurs, because they play the same team, they should be getting better.
No, they should be understanding how to play, because remember they're saying these are new guys that don't play all the time.
Players.
Yeah.
So you should be getting better. But when you've hit your peak as VVD and thinking, like, you're not getting better every week, you're just getting more tired.
So let's go backwards and go forward. So Slot got the red card.
Yeah, I was baffled
Yeah.
that it was-
So when does that suspension kick in?
I'm assuming it's the next game, because I wasn't expecting him to be
The
in that
next
game.
game.
And I'll tell you what, if he wasn't in that game, he probably would have
Lost.
finished 2-2 or whatever.
Yeah. But then now your next game is against
Villa.
Villa. And then how do you feel going to that game now? Away from home as well. Potentially without Slot.
Wednesday.
Yeah,
Wednesday.
You start the case on Wednesday.
No, it's still in review. It's still in. Look, everything that happens, it can be backdated. If it does, it can be backdated. No, but about that game, I'm actually feeling a bit more confident about the Everton game than that game, because we're actually a bit better.
Away.
Sorry, the Wolves game, we're better away than we have been at home, in my opinion. We play better football away.
Probably.
Yeah, because even in the Everton game, I think we played decent football. Like, I think we were good, but Everton did well, bro. Like, their tactic to beat up Konate and beat up VVD worked very well. I don't know who's going to do that for Thingy, and Everton are going to come at us. And I feel like that's perfect for us. Sorry, Villa are going to come at us, and I think that's good for us. I think that's good for us, because it'll leave space in behind. Axel Disasi, I expect him to get bang up. Mings, he's actually been quite decent since coming back, but the only one thing that worries me is that they'll be upset by their draw with Ipswich, and Rashford always, for some reason, thinks it's time to play football when it comes to Liverpool.
So going into that game, what obviously you want to win.
Yeah.
But what do you think?
We need to win, man.
You're going there to win.
I mean, you always go to games to win.
No. What I mean, as in, like, if you got a draw, how would you feel?
What do you mean by that?
Nah, they can't get drawn. They need to win.
They need to win every single game.
I don't have to win.
Nah, they
And
do.
They do, because we don't want Arsenal
for the
to win.
sensationalism, you have to. But you don't have to.
You do, because listen,
The points gap
pressure's
is
getting worse.
the points gap
being
is
the one
what?
that's being chased
7.
is a lot harder than doing
7
the
right
chasing.
now, yeah.
No, I get it, but I mean, let's say you guys dropped the points against Wolves,
Yeah.
you would have got 5 points.
5 points, yeah.
There's still 2 games to.
That's too close, man.
You know what I mean? No,
That's too
five,
close.
because
Too
there
close.
was.
Well, if they drop points, as in if they lost or
If we drew,
If
we
you
drew, there would have been 6 points.
no, it would have been 5.
5 points, yeah.
Five, yeah.
Right now, 7.
7 years.
Yeah.
They won it.
So when
That's
Arsenal,
if they drew.
when Arsenal beat Leicester, we went 4 points.
Yeah.
We were 4 points behind.
Yeah.
So the draw would have been 5 points. That's still 2 games that you need to, like, completely.
Yeah,
2
so
games.
that's
two
two
games in
games,
hand.
why not?
Yeah.
They got Man City next after that. Then they need to play you guys as well.
Yeah.
They still have to play
So-
us as well, which they can also, the destiny might still be in Liverpool.
Yeah, but it makes it hard.
Is that
No, of
Anfield,
course.
yeah.
No, I
And it's
get it.
different
But I'm
when-
just saying it's a lot more. I personally don't think, like, if I was in that position, I would be threatened. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But at the same time, 5 points is a lot to overcome, especially when you consider where the Arsenal's current circumstances.
I like what he's doing. He's trying not to get too
No.
excited.
Wait.
But something
No,
you
I'm
said.
just trying to-
It's factual. It is factual,
Mhm.
but obviously you might be being, like, pessimistically optimistic. But it's factual, bro.
Mm.
Like, in this situation, that Arsenal have with the injury thing, like in the Leicester game, bro. Like
For me, I basically when I'm hate watching, I'm looking for a loss.
that's
A draw.
Yeah, that's what you
I'll
mean.
take a draw,
Yeah.
but I'm looking for a loss, right?
Yeah.
Because a draw to me, I think they've done enough to give themselves a bit of a buffer to afford a couple of draws. That's what I'm saying.
But what you say they got knocked out against Plymouth, then they drew with Everton, then they drew with Wolves. Your 9 points is now gone to 5 points.
Yeah, no,
and you're being chased.
Yeah,
fair enough, against an injury.
Yeah, no, I know
you
what
see
you
the
mean.
tide might be
Then
turning.
it's only 2 games, and then you're playing against Villa.
Yeah,
Then you're playing against Man City next. Then after
Yeah.
you got Newcastle.
Yeah, true.
So potentially before you know it, it's like, oh shit, it's 3 points.
Yeah, you
No,
can't do that.
100%. But then at the same time, Arsenal have to be winning.
I know, of
their
course.
games.
But at the same time, you still want that.
that's why I kind of agree with Strives.
But it's still a must win. Because to my point, if you don't win it, then it gets to that situation whereby
No, I mean, by definition, every game's a must win.
Mhm.
But I don't think it is as much of a must win as maybe the Wolves game was, in my opinion.
What I would give credit to Arsenal for these days, and particularly in the last 2 seasons, is that once they sniff a chance, they're on it. Like, so if Liverpool were to drop points, boy, the title race might be interesting.
I don't know, man.
This season I wouldn't agree with you so much. This season, because I feel like we've lost a good couple of opportunities. I think Liverpool's let us in it a good few times, but we've drawn with.
But at the same time, then you have to look at referee decisions.
No, you don't.
No. When there was I think when you guys dropped points.
Yeah.
And again, Arsenal they did drop points against Brighton.
Yeah.
But again, if that referee decision didn't go against them, potentially that's 3 points.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's did you perform to the standard?
No, but sometimes you guys are not being performed, but you get over the line, and that's what they say is a suffer of champions.
But everybody can get undone by referee
Yeah, exactly.
decisions.
So, but if you,
that's what I'm saying. You can't really use that because it's the same
no,
as injuries, isn't it?
you can. So let's say your Wolves game.
Yeah.
As you rightly said, second half you guys didn't play well.
Yeah.
But as they say, that's the suffer of champions. You don't need to play well, you win your game.
Yeah.
But let's say for some reason they got a jammy penalty, then you drew. Yeah. Then it's different, right?
Yeah,
I
wouldn't blame the referee.
No, but
I would say that that's just us.
It's a bit of both. It's a bit of both. Okay, you did enough to take the lead, but a referee decision, which was a complete error on the rest part, meant that you dropped points. And that's the same thing I'm saying about Arsenal in that situation of the Brighton. And on top of that, this is an Arsenal team. We're going to go into the Arsenal segment. This is an Arsenal team where they are, look at their squad, it's bare. And they are having to deal with that week in, week out. I know Liverpool, you've had your little injuries here and there, but your key components haven't been injured. Salah has not been injured, VVD has not been injured. Those are your key components. If they get injured, it's
a step.
we'll see. But yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Even though to Marley's point, and move to you, Strives, when Marley's point, and I sort of agree with it a bit, but obviously as Arsenal fans, you guys may not see it because you're still saying we're still behind Liverpool. We're not where we want to be. But then are you applying context and factoring how much injuries you've had this season?
Yeah.
And the referee decisions, because if you technically think about it, Liverpool only 7 points clear?
7 points clear.
7 points clear. And Arsenal, if they want to, they can call on 3 referee decisions in which they've lost 7 points.
Honestly, it doesn't matter because
I'm saying it's irrelevant. No, exactly. What I'm trying to say, it's irrelevant because at the end of the day,
they won't talk about it. They'll just worry about not having the trophy that they
no, exactly. At the end of the day, that is it. But when people are saying Liverpool are playing sick and Arsenal are doing underwhelming, but if you break it down, if Liverpool are playing sick, they're only 7 points clear of Arsenal. And Arsenal, despite all their injuries and everything else, then they're not that far behind you guys. And that's like because of 3 referee decisions, which has gone their way.
But then
that's
what I was saying today is that at the same time, if we then put in a Man City from last season or the season before in the mix, we're both not playing that great.
No, of course not. That's what I'm saying. So if you apply context, it's like, you know what?
Because last season, Manchester City wasn't playing that great.
Remember, they came back and they blitzed both of us for the points.
But what Pepper said is that despite the fact that the Liverpool on top, they're not going to get 90 points, and we've done that. That's what Pepper said.
Yeah.
What do you mean? So Liverpool are going to get 90 points.
He said, you man are good, but you're not that good. Because you man can't do what we did. That's what he said.
No,
but that's what he said, isn't it? Because everyone's coming on to him.
Why did you bring that up though?
Yeah.
Because you bought Man City.
Yeah, no, but when
You brought up Man City, so why did
The 90
you brought
points.
Man City? So I was like,
You man are good. Man are that good.
but anyway, let's move over to Strive.
No,
So,
so to answer the question, Della, I think you're right. I do take into account the injuries, the decisions. Definitely, I mean, I'm always moaning about the referee decisions. I think without the FA PGMOL, we'd be back-to-back Premier League champions. I believe that. I mean, if you go back and look at all the decisions that they've cost us, all the questionable decisions, all the lack of apologies as well, I genuinely think we'd be back-to-back champions. So I hear that, but because I also have that knowledge of, it's like tough shit almost. Like,
yeah,
it's like I've almost forgotten.
that's what I'm saying. Because of it, that's why I'm not even trying to hear or see the fact that we're doing bad, but in the context of the season, we're not doing that bad, and I get that.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm that bad, like, because I can acknowledge it. Like, I feel like I've been on record saying that Arsenal actually aren't having a bad season when you actually look at everything from a whole, like, you see the holistic picture you're painting. I think if you look at it from that point, with that scope, with that lens, we're not having a bad season. If you do the comparisons from point tallies from this point last year to this year, it's all pretty much very, very similar. But this time, we're playing with a depleted squad with less players available. So actually, you might even argue we're having a better season than we've had even in the last two, because we're doing it without our stars, our star people, Saka away 3 months. Odegaard been gone 2 months. Jesus gone for the season. He's surgery.
Havertz
had to have thingy. No, but you're playing a violin. But I'm just saying what's been happening while we're still here. You know what I mean? Havertz having surgery whilst we're winning this game. Like, we ain't got no players. So I definitely get that. But the but for me is against Fulham when we drew. I think that was naive from a naive performance from Arsenal against Everton when we drew. I know Everton, taking points from a couple of people, but
we did then.
yeah, we
took points from Man City as well, I think.
I understand,
I don't know you're gonna say Man City,
but we're just in a different space to Man City at this moment. Not to disrespect Man City overall, but we're just in a different space to City, and we're also trying to capitalize on Liverpool slip-ups. Yeah, and then obviously you got the Aston Villa one. That Aston Villa one, come on, like, I don't think anybody can make an excuse for that. So there are times where I feel like Liverpool have basically said, "Yo, man, we ain't even got the capacity. Come and take this from us," and we haven't done it. So that's why I've been saying for a minute, it's Liverpool's to lose, and if somehow they do it, it's gonna be a monumental bottle job. Like, I can't.
No, 100%.
It will be. Match of the Day actually put a tape. I think if you watch it, they saw the table of like this amount of points lead, and it up until the 25th game, I think only Newcastle in 1995 didn't win it. Yeah.
Well, what do you mean? This
basically everyone that's been in your position this time of the season.
won 7 points.
7 points, yeah. 7 points. I think the lowest was 6 points. They've always won the league.
Yeah.
Except for Newcastle.
Yeah, it's like that.
Wait, what was it last season? Weren't we?
No, you couldn't have been. Not with 25 games.
At this point.
Yeah. But yeah, so let's move on to the actual game. So fresh from Dubai, obviously you got the news of Kai Havertz.
Yeah.
But why are you laughing?
No, because I remember you and I was going at it in the group, innit? So I wasn't sure if he was going to continue. I'm just getting myself ready.
Yeah, so fresh from Dubai, like, what was your expectation? Obviously, with loss of Havertz, what was your expectations of the game against Leicester?
So I felt it was going to be I actually thought it was going to be a tough game, and I'm not just saying that, but I think Leicester, although they've kind of been on a bit of a winless run themselves, they haven't won for quite a while. I think I even overheard 9 out of the last 10 they won or something, dropped points, something like that. They've kind of been putting up all right performances, maybe bar that Everton game where they were pathetic. So I thought, you know what? With the loss of Kai Havertz as well, I just thought it might be, not because Kai Havertz is this like monumentally world-class player that we hinge all of our play upon, but it's just yet another injury, yet another guy ruled out. Like, how much?
Injury as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like, with the boys even like, with Declan Rice coming out even and saying, yeah, we probably do need some players in the winter transfer window. It looks like the boys are really, really playing for the manager, playing for Arteta. They really want to win this. But then when something like that happens, does something happen to the psyche where it's like, oh man, like what? Yeah, everything's going against us. Can we do this? So I was just worried, like, oh damn, like how will this affect our morale going into the game? And then you've also got the quality issue in front of goal where we're not as clinical as I would want us to be anyway. And then although Kai Havertz isn't clinical, but he is one of our leading goal scorers. Without him gone, I was definitely.
How many goals has he got?
I was worried. Oh, was it
9?
9 or 9 or 10?
Has he got?
Oh,
4.
Oh,
3.
3.
Is it 3?
I mean,
yeah.
No, Merino has 4.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
so yeah, man. So yeah, I was definitely worried, but I was expectant that we should have enough to beat Leicester even with our team. And I feel like the scoreline and the way the game played was fully reflective of how I felt going into the game.
But when it was 80 minutes and Arsenal hadn't scored, what were you feeling then?
I was just feeling we can't draw again. We can't draw again. Like I'll be honest with you, Della. I was stressing the natural stress that because you just want your team to win. But I wasn't thinking like, oh my God, we're not going to win this game. I still felt like there was something here for us. I didn't know where it was coming from. There's no way I thought it was coming from Merino.
Before you go into that, so before Merino came on, Sterling was playing.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the game, but I've heard everyone say, and I've listened to a few of his performances were
really.
Yeah.
So seeing his performance, then you compare it with
yeah, it's a mad one, bro.
You just say like, hey.
These guys are mad.
I'll tell you.
Yeah. So that was his performance, which was pretty bad. And then when you saw Merino coming on and going up front, what was you thinking?
Can I just touch on the Sterling thing before?
Yeah.
I personally,
I was about that, by the way.
Yeah.
No, it's just
with Sterling, yeah, like because I'm in like a Gooners group as well, and I got a lot of flack because I was like, I think you man are being a little bit excessive. Like you guys are really abusing Raheem Sterling, and in my mind, I'm like, I kind of adopt this even just in life. If someone is a particular way, why are you going to be angry at them for being that way inclined? So it's like, this is who he is. This is who he's been all season, and this is who we need. We need his availability more than anything. And Raheem Sterling has just been Raheem Sterling. Whether you think Raheem Sterling has been SHIT, is neither here nor there. Whatever you encompass when you think of Raheem Sterling, that's what he's been. He didn't play well. He got wrapped up by one player got injured. I can't remember, was it? Who got injured?
Justin.
And then the next one came on and wrapped him up as well. But I have seen him struggle to find match sharpness. With more games, I feel like he might become sharp. That's what I feel. Yeah. I feel like. So yeah, he put up a stink fest, but I just don't think it was worthy of the abuse that he was getting, in my opinion.
He gets a bad rap, I think.
Yeah.
But only because of the Chelsea move. And how bad it went there, and then obviously people thought this.
I've seen others not get as bad as a rap. I don't know. Like Sol Campbell was, hey, that's a black thing. But look, we digress. When Merino came in now, bro, like, you know what I was thinking? I swear to God, I don't know if you've seen like Arsenal. They put out reels. They did this content where all the players were coming into the
sorry.
Yeah.
I posted in one of the groups.
Did you? Okay, yeah.
I said it's
they
spoke into existence.
Exactly, Rob. It's
ironic. What is that?
But, so basically, all the players are coming into the building, and then they're asking as the players come in, what position would you like to play? Like, if it was up to you. And most of them are saying striker, apart from I think Kieran Tierney, who wanted to be a goalkeeper. I don't know what's wrong with my guy there. But most of them like, want to be a striker. Merino's like, I would love to be a striker. I just would like to know how it feels to score. So it was just like, when I see him come in, I'm like, bro, you know how it feels now? Not only did you get that one goal, got the brace, it just felt magical. There was a little bit of the moment.
That's not true, because if everybody said striker, then somebody's gonna have to have played up there and scored in it. Like,
No,
at some point.
I'm not saying that. Well, it was spoken to existence, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not. But I'm just saying it was just nice to obviously see that content, hear what Merino said, and Merino be that guy. And obviously Merino's kind of played when he played for Spain as well. Didn't he play in that? Was it a false 9 position?
No, he played as an 8.
Yeah.
And he just...
I thought,
But he was making those runs, didn't
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Where is up top? Because he said he's never done that right before.
No,
he played as a
no.
striker.
I think-
He played in that game he played as a striker.
Yeah,
No, he's never played
he said
striker
he's never
before.
played in that position.
Oh, never.
No,
No,
no.
he's played.
Where's that come from? Because I heard before. I mean, obviously, when Havertz got injured, people were saying Merino will be up top.
A couple of people did say that, but that's probably people just profiling him, like looking at what the way Arsenal play, what Arteta looks for, and what Merino can give. I think, mate,
that was a good guess then, boy.
Yeah.
I thought he must have played there for Sociedad or something.
No. But yeah, man, it was nice, man. It was. But now people are calling for him to be our number 9. I'll see people say stuff like.
From the Havertz.
Well, honestly, I'll see people say, this was Arteta's plan all along. He did buy the striker. That was the striker, Merino.
No.
I've seen all kinds of takes online, man. It was funny, but for me, I was just glad to. It's 12:30. I don't know. There's something,
You don't want to lose those games.
Wow. When you win at 12:30 and you just sit back
Sets
and
the
you
rest
could
of your day.
and you could just watch the rest of your ops, that the hate watches were so peaceful, bro. It was so peaceful. It was beautiful, man.
But then now going into the game against West Ham, what would you do? Would you keep him up top or let him be an impact sub again?
I would. That's a good question, you know.
If he starts up top, it's going to go wrong.
Yeah,
And you know what? Because I'm not even trying to. Because I'm not really a superstitious person, but I'm more thinking like they're now gonna just do their homework on him.
Yeah.
So I feel like just so you give them more. You give them something to think about. Maybe start how you started before.
Yeah, I agree.
And then, because then they have to. Because then everyone's got to adapt. Whilst we're adapting to bring him on, they've got to adapt because it's like, okay, yeah, we were training for this guy, but now we've had to revert to whatever strategy to look to try and deal with Merino. I mean, Trossard, Ethan, and Sterling, and then Merino comes in. I feel like there might be a little bit more to think about if we do the same way. I don't.
You ain't got to worry about that with West Ham, bro. They were terrible against Brentford.
Yeah, they were bad.
They stink, man.
Graham Potter, right?
Yeah.
I don't know, man, because when I think every team turns up when it comes to playing Arsenal. Look at Newcastle, bro. Newcastle was pumping Arsenal, and then you go to Man City and freaking
what happens when you
come face down, arse up, bro. I was annoyed, man.
So what are you saying? Would you keep Sterling?
Yeah, I think I keep. I think so, man. Like, bro, I'm telling you, with sharpness, Sterling will. So I'm not saying he's going to turn into a great player, but I'm just saying you're going to see more competent performances.
Be a useful member of the team.
And at the same time, if you don't play him, his confidence already low. It made us kill him to think a midfielder is now playing.
And we can't afford. You can't afford that. We can't afford that. We need to preserve whatever confidence this guy has left. We have to preserve it.
Yeah, he has value. I think even at the beginning of the season, he was talking look at him bad in it about he's going to see the best.
Yeah, the best of us. Yeah,
so I'm not sure.
You want to see the best of me?
Yeah, exactly.
So he's still got work to do. I've always actually liked Sterling. I think his confidence took a hit after Chelsea for sure, and obviously being dropped from England as well. But he's definitely got some value in that squad for sure, man. Sure. Arsenal play too well for him not to.
They've got an.
Yeah, but I think that's the whole point, though. That's why he almost because Arsenal play so well. When he plays bummy, everyone's like, "Oh man, you can just stand up, stand up." Do you know what I mean?
Like the more game time he gets,
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Though, you give him more game time, and then over so many games, he's just the same. You're like, well,
but you have to give him an opportunity first, innit?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and we're also remember we got Martinelli coming back in a month or so or whatnot.
But to that point, at one point, Merino may have to start up top because Ethan can't be playing back-to-back games.
No, you're right.
When he got injured.
You're right.
He's 17, bruv. He's still a little kid playing back-to-back games with muscle injury.
He's right.
He just came out from was it hamstring or what?
If he's a fragile, if you're that way inclined in it, but
it's not like being fragile. He's still growing.
But Wayne Rooney, bro, he could play.
But Wayne Rooney
Mason Greenwood
is a different caliber.
No, yeah, like the ability.
Mason Greenwood was in the team, bro.
What?
Yeah.
Banging.
Back to back.
Yeah, bro. There's been
how
17-year-olds
old
out
is
there
Mason
banging.
Greenwood?
Ethan's
17.
He's 17.
Yeah.
Ethan's a legit 17 years old, having to play every 3 days, and the difference is, though, he's competing for like the majors, like as in because we Arsenal, whether you like want to take it on.
When you say competing for the majors,
Do your research.
I tried to give it to you gently. Pause.
Because I'm sure Mason's played Champions League with Man United.
No, but Manchester United, let's have it right. For the last 13 years, they've never been competing for anything.
For the Premier League, remember they won time.
Manchester United, you ain't competed for nothing. Come on, I'm talking about what Europa League. I'm talking Champions League. I'm talking Champions League, and I'm talking Premier League.
So what have you done?
What we're competing for at the moment is completely different. Why is it throwing you off? Because we are in it. We are in it to win it, right? We're not here.
The point is games every 3 days, and I think 17
games every 3 days, and we're not just here to be here. We're not just here to be here, though.
You said Greenwood.
I think Greenwood is probably the best example in terms of like ability-wise.
And he played 90 minutes.
Yeah, he used to play a lot of games.
I don't think he was ever relied on like that. And even still, I don't think he was. No. I'm not saying that he wasn't a great player.
He was good. But
Yeah,
I don't think.
Bro, he used to pick us out of a lot of goals as well.
But right now, if Ethan doesn't play, Arsenal looking a bit.
Hickey. But what?
Yeah. I don't think you've ever needed to lean on him like that. And even if you did, and even if you were leaning on him like that, what I'm trying to say, the stakes weren't as high for you as it is for Arsenal as it is at the moment.
No, but my only point is, what are you saying, that a 17-year-old cannot play back to back? Or
it's not good for them. They're still growing. Like you're.
But you can still play back.
He hasn't been doing it from the beginning of the season. So what we're in this.
He hasn't.
The match day 25, bro.
So what you saying? He just came out from an injury, bro. He just came out from injury when he tried to play back to back.
He was consistently playing in what was it, like match day 20?
I can't
22
remember.
or
But he
something
didn't
like
finish.
The thing is, we don't have to surmise here. We don't have to we don't have to you don't have to do hypotheticals here. We've actually got anecdotal evidence. When we started playing Ethan quite a bit more and more regularly, he pulled up.
Yeah, but he had one injury, bro. You know, all players get injuries.
Yeah, I know, but
you don't want to put that load on him now when
it's just
for a month he can't be playing back-to-back games for a whole month.
He can, man.
For a whole month.
Listen, you know what they're forgetting as well. Because even afterwards, you see, even afterwards, then he got pulled up as well.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what, my toxic fan base. We're even starting to turn on him a little bit, saying, "Oh, I thought this was meant to be the next up. I thought this was meant to be the guy that was going to take over for Martin Odegaard or whatnot."
He needs to.
But I'm just saying.
Name one name.
Out there. What I'm saying though is you're gonna you have to protect your.
You have to manage it.
You have to protect. No matter, he is a generational talent. Yeah. He is capable. Yes, I'm seeing all the comparisons. I'm seeing them to all the greats that are current and the ones that have come before us. I'm seeing them. Yeah, I'm saying, look, bro. What are you trying to set me up?
I'm just saying you should.
Look, bro, Joe Cole was on big BT or TNT broadcast saying that he reminds him of Lionel Messi. Joe Cole.
Relax, bro.
Who are you telling me to relax? Are you telling me to relax? Are you telling Joe? Okay, so who are you telling to relax?
Whoever says it, bro. Respect yourself. You know what I mean? You're big.
All right, but he ain't the only one. And then you're seeing everyone doing comparables. Lamine Yamal. Let's have it right. We've all.
All right, that's enough.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying. No matter who he's compared to, I agree. I'm trying to say I agree. He is a dope player.
Yeah.
He's next
up, bro. You're asking
the same league that Anthony's busting out now.
Yeah, but he's Euros, bro.
Let's not we know what Joey's doing.
No. My only point is that your age doesn't matter.
It does. It plays
No.
a part.
I think, don't get me wrong, you can get injuries, but I don't think you're getting more injured because you're young.
No, but you need to manage it. That's what I'm saying. You need to manage the load.
I think what Della's saying isn't wrong. Like what you're saying also, I understand. Like I get it. Like there's a point in it. 100%. If you're good enough, you're old enough. Yeah. I think I live by that. But what Della's saying, he's got a point there.
It's
the right way to do it.
What is the alternative? If he's not playing,
you need
you're in important competition. You're chasing the Prem in the Champions League.
Yeah.
If he's one of your best players, like let's be real. If he doesn't play, who's playing?
That's the point. That's the point I'm making. Why you can't.
Maybe Merino has to. That's
one. You can't. Fans need to support Sterling because he's a body. And two, there's going to come a game where he's going to start, Merino's going to start, and Trossard's going to start, and
Yeah,
thinking,
we might have a meltdown,
even-
but yeah, the fans shouldn't have a meltdown. Oh, you know what? Let me throw something out there. Just the same way how Merino can deal with crosses and stuff into the box.
Calafiori.
No. I was gonna say Kieran Tierney. Maybe you slap him down on the left wing and just have him spamming crosses into the box. I'm just saying. No, of course, no. I'm just saying that if
Give him a rest.
give him a little rest, like what, a little 20 minutes here. I'm not saying drop him, of course not. But I'm just thinking of rotate. Listen, do you think I want to be in this position where where this is what I'm talking about? I wanted us to go out and get players, but I'm here now, and I want to support my guys all the way to the end. And we have to think about how we're going to rotate.
What about if you push Skelly further forward, centre mid, and play Calafiori, and then I don't know, put Odegaard out wide or something?
Arteta said he has to do a lot of
He's
stuff.
got to figure out something.
You know,
Yeah.
Either that or playing.
But you do
defend
have a
every
lot
game.
of like utility profiles in us.
Yeah.
Well, but that's his thing. He loves utility.
Yeah.
I'm against.
I mean,
it.
and you know what? Because I haven't. It's mad. I watch the games with so much peace nowadays because I want to win. Don't get me wrong, I do. But because I've kind of resigned, to not winning it, it's like I'm kind of now excited to see what we do with it.
Yeah.
Like, how good can we be? Who else are we gonna unearth? Like, that's how I'm watching these
Remember
games.
I said that. Though.
Yeah,
when
I
you get
remember
them
you,
injuries, this is your opportunity to.
Yeah.
Cool. Let's move away from Arsenal now. So against, I'm assuming if I was to ask you, you're hoping to win against West Ham. You're confident, or what do you feel?
We're at home, innit?
Yeah.
No, we've got to win that. If we don't win,
it's not.
Bro, that's easy. That's like what?
home.
Hold on a second. What did you just say?
I said you're at home.
I've had enough of this guy.
What?
If you ever represent Arsenal Football Club
What did he
again,
say? What did he say?
he said it's not we. I'm saying we. Every time I'm allowing this guy into my heart. Anyway, we digress.
Cool. We're running out of time, so let's just quickly touch on these games. So Man City, Newcastle, Man City 4, Newcastle 0. As you said, they played Arsenal 2 times. Arsenal couldn't score, and Man City did their thing. But Marmoush got a hat-trick.
Yeah, man.
What do we think of him as a player? I'll just put it to the group.
They've got a good one, man. They've got, When I saw the value that they obviously was paid for him, I thought, that might be a bit much. Obviously, Bundesliga tax as well. You have to consider that. But yeah, the kid looks like he's got the juice. Like 3 very well taken goals. So yeah, man.
Yeah,
I think he showed it in his debut as well. I don't think he scored.
Yeah, he's got good movement though.
Yeah, and he was just just popping it about, getting in good positions. You could see, once Pep knows how to like get him in the right positions, he showed what he can do. 3 goals.
Truffle pig where you can sniff it out.
You know, I was annoyed though, 'cause I was like, that's what happens. But you make a signing in Jan, this is what they can do.
Yeah. And then what do you think of was it Nico González, the midfielder?
I can't
Still need to see a few more games of him.
I can't remember too much because I just watched
that game.
No, he looks.
Yeah.
They refer to him as mini Roddy. It wasn't Pep, but he's competent. He seems a good player still.
What are you saying? So Man City's back next year.
Yeah, they're definitely back next
Arsenal.
So one of us we got to win it. One of us has to.
It's always going to be one of us.
Yeah.
I mean, what if Nottingham Forest? Actually, no.
Well, what we say? Should Arsenal and Liverpool be worried about playing them?
No, Arsenal played them already. So you guys.
Oh shit, is it?
Yeah.
Okay,
We done our stuff, man. We done our work. What is it? It's Villa and then City for you.
Yeah,
Villa,
it's
City,
going to be
Newcastle.
interesting.
Oh, you don't. And it's Newcastle straight after as well.
Yeah, it's Newcastle
I'm not worried
after
about
that.
Newcastle to be
But then
fair.
Newcastle's the
home or
Prem
away?
game.
Newcastle away. Home. Sorry, home. Yeah.
Okay.
They don't really bring the magic to Anfield like that.
Just depends.
Yeah.
But I feel like now they've had that blip of Man City, they're going to just get their shit back again. But I think, Man City will definitely be back next season. They've got...
No, but you think they had something to worry about this season?
This season?
Because in Champions League, they were looking very higgy.
Yeah. No, this season, I think...
I enjoyed that game, though.
No, but I didn't think they were good. I thought Real Madrid were giving them loads of leeway, bro. And then as soon as Real Madrid switched on, they just took the game from them. And even in the Newcastle game, I thought Newcastle stank. If Newcastle played like they did against Arsenal or Liverpool,
okay, you think? Okay,
yeah.
But I was going to say, obviously, you mentioned Champions League. I was going to say that obviously that is a good booster for them going into the next game against Real. So do we think, let me start with you Strives and Miles, do you think they can turn it around?
No.
No?
No, not at the Bonaparte.
You don't think so?
No, absolutely not.
I think this is we're not talking like Arsenal here. that Man City, they don't necessarily have the pedigree just yet, but they've won it. I personally think they can, you know.
Really?
Yeah, I think they can. I thought it was a good game. It was a
Yeah,
good
it was.
Real Madrid played trash.
Yeah,
but
they
so did
did.
City.
Yeah, but that's
And both have the capability to
play
turn it
better.
up
Yeah,
several
yeah.
No,
notches.
but the thing is that Real Madrid played trash and won away.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
That
That's
is
true.
true. Yeah,
Yeah, but
I
that goal was
still
a
think
bit fortunate, the last one at the end.
Nah, man.
I don't think it was fortunate. I thought it was
Henderson
good.
was
No,
threatening.
that
to
mistake
do
from
something.
Thingy.
But he was threatening that all game, bro, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and with Bellingham does it so often now. It's
No,
he can't play until 30, bruv.
no,
The way he runs and slides, like, bruv, he needs Meg the Stallion knees, bruv, to be able to
Yeah.
to be able to maintain that to 30. Question now, sorry, separately but on the same kind of thing. Like, did you see the tribunal?
See.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think they deem that the sponsorship rules in the Premier League are
dead.
null and void.
Yeah.
But who did that?
I mean, does that mean City's has won? Or
I
Yeah,
think
City's won, yeah.
City wins. Newcastle are probably gonna. I mean, they win as well.
They're gonna
Then
be mad then.
they ain't spent their P's either, bro. No, this kid is not allowed to do this, bro. He can't do it.
Honestly, I'm telling you, these guys are scrupulous, bro.
If they bust case, that means you're finished. Whoever doesn't win the title,
you don't finish, bro. Because INEOS have got P's as well. Still,
Yeah.
Potentially. Also, you know what? Whilst we're talking on rulings, by the way, this just hit me. I probably should have mentioned it when I saw at Arsenal. You know, we've been penalised, for our remonstrations.
Against Wolves.
Was it against?
No,
for Skelly. Yeah.
Really?
That's crazy.
Yeah, but you
That
don't
is
keep on
crazy.
shooting at the king, and when you get shot back down,
it should come your way as well, then.
why? We're not going to appeal it.
It's not about appealing.
Go on.
Arsenal didn't appeal it. You're going to get charged.
Wait, no, you lot made noise about it.
Stop saying you lot. Him,
Sorry.
people.
Yeah, you lot made noise about it.
Hey, I'm just saying. I hope young Danilo is watching. That's what I'm saying.
No, you lot made noise about it, and then PGMOL, they've like rescinded the Skelly card or whatever. But you made too much noise.
No, come on.
So now they're looking. It's like when you appeal. Like, okay, cool. So what else can we get you for? We got to get you on a RICO.
So basically what they're saying is we shouldn't have sent this dude off. We shouldn't have sent you off. Yeah. We effed up. But guess what? Because you're so angry about our F up, yeah. Here you go.
Yeah.
Here's a massive fine and here's a sanction. You're punished because you reacted badly. It's like you slapping me in the face, and then I get reprimanded for how I react. It's like, hold on a second.
That's real life, bro.
I've been slapped in the face.
That's real life, bro.
If
your girl slaps you in the face, bro, and then what you doing, bro?
What do you mean? I have a right to be angry.
You can be angry, but
I have a right to be angry. But if she turns around and says to
you
me,
can't attack me back.
no, but it doesn't matter what. As I can't attack you back, but I can be angry.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, because what they're saying, they're trying to tell Arsenal how to be angry at their madness. You get what I mean? So if I get slapped by my babe, then I'm gonna be like, "Yo, why have you slapped me, bro?" And then if my babe then goes, "No, you have no right to question me," I'll be like, "What? I have a right to be annoyed.
No.
I have a right to be annoyed." So the same way with Arsenal, you've slapped Arsenal, innit? You slapped Arsenal, and then you've apologised. You said I shouldn't have slapped you, and then you're saying, by the way, though,
you should have moved your face.
Yeah. That's what they're saying. It's rude, bro.
Yeah, it's mad.
Anyway,
but
sorry,
technically, Liverpool is going to come your way with however.
By that account,
Whatever,
Liverpool should hold Sun as well.
and if they don't,
wait, hang on. Wait, did we get the? What is it? Just a fine?
65k.
Yeah, I know, bro, man.
No, I'm just saying.
It's just it's just rude, man.
Yeah, no, but we deserve it. That's why it's not bad for us. You lot didn't deserve it. Yeah, that's why it's bad for you.
What's Slot's punishment other than he's got a ban? Additional.
I think it might be the Villa game.
I think they.
Well, nothing extra, bro. He gave the referee the Trump handshake.
Yeah, but that. I think Mike Oliver just.
I mean, he's aggressive, bro.
Pep did that same thing.
True.
No, but maybe I think Slot must have said something mad, but Pep.
Yeah, he definitely said something mad.
Yeah.
It's a good game.
Pep said good game. Slot said something madness. I think he like.
Was it to the time added on as well? That's what he was remonstrating about.
Because them guys that did the head clash, why didn't they go off the pitch of treatment?
What, the Brighton one?
No, Everton.
Which one?
Remember when they added the additional time?
Yeah, but it happened against Everton. I mean, Brighton, bruv, and Thingy went and scored the penalty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So obviously we're in the same boat. Innit? Well, you're not Arsenal, innit?
Yeah,
But
so-
we're in the same boat.
Nah, you ain't nothing, bro.
Okay, finally, let's do the last game. So, Brighton 3, Chelsea 0. There's not much to talk about this, apart from obviously, let's say Mitoma's goal.
Oof, yeah.
Amazing touch. I'll let you United fans quickly rant. Sancho, go ahead. Anything to
The
say?
same, man.
I know what I say about it.
I think it was even you, Dilla. You say no, you got kind of picking on him before.
Yeah, I think you do.
Yeah. You think I pick on him?
Yeah.
Bro, but he
Any
stinks though,
opportunity,
bro.
bro.
He stinks though. He just
Any
stinks.
opportunity.
So can
Bro, when you're on that much money and you're not producing
Oh,
anything.
yeah.
It's not even. I mean, I told you this is going to happen, right? I told you it's like exactly. I told you he's going to come. He's going to have a great little period. Once it dies down a little bit, we're going to see the Sancho that we saw.
But at the same time, he's not the only one that's playing bad right
Yeah.
now. No one's talking
no.
about Palmer, no one's talking about Enzo. No,
Yeah.
it's just
you
Sancho.
asked the Sancho question.
No, but I'm
Yeah.
saying like, if he was playing bad in a good team, then but the whole team's playing bad.
Yeah, but at the same time, we need to remember that he can still like play well, and other players can play bad.
Yeah, of course.
That's my whole point.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
he just like I don't know. He just seems to take the
But
easy way out.
why are United fans just onto Sancho though? That's
remember because it said freedom.
Yeah, he said freedom, bro.
freedom.
but
a lot of
it's
people.
kind of ringing a little bit true though. Because
No,
look at Anthony.
because he had freedom. He had freedom. 9 months he was allowed to go to Holland to chill out on his mental health break.
Yeah, it wasn't 9 months.
It was a
fair one.
I
It
think
was a
it's
fair
like
one.
2 or 3 months.
No, it
was about 2 months.
It was
It
pretty
was a fair one.
way longer than that.
No,
It was pretty much the whole season. He was out for like you check on flash scores and see what his illness is. Has he got like a sprain? And it'll just say manage the decision, bro. Like,
Yeah. Crazy.
So to be in a position where you're able to take such an extended break and then say freedom, it just feels a little bit like a slap in the face.
No,
I think that's,
but obviously he didn't want to go in. They forced him to go to wherever it is that he went to.
what do you mean?
Like Jadon Sancho, like if you ask him, would you like to go on a mental health break in Holland? He's probably going to say, no, I want to stay and play football because this guy's trying to take me for a mock.
Oh, so you think he took the break where nah.
No, I'm saying he got
duress.
forced. He got forced to go. Like if you get forced
And
on
if that's
loan.
the case, then freedoms.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
I hear that hypothetical, but we know that didn't happen.
Why?
Because we know, bro.
No,
Like,
I
how
don't
do we
think
know
so.
that?
Yeah, I don't
Huh?
think that.
How do we? Oh.
We've been in jobs where, do you know what I mean? They can say you can take a gardening leave or you can work, bro. Let's be honest.
Our jobs are a lot different. To
Nah,
yeah.
bro. At Man United, our jobs are the same, bro. Like,
But
they're working for a company that pays ridiculously for nonsense, bro. If you can take sick days, you'll take sick days.
no,
Bro.
but his choice
That's
is
true.
probably
That's true. That's a
train
fair
with-
point.
His choice is probably train with the under 16s or
No, he wasn't in trouble.
He wasn't in trouble.
no, he was in trouble.
No, he wasn't in trouble.
Not when he went to Holland.
Wait, hang on. You think they hadn't had beef, bro?
No. I think that was.
But he was backing him.
Yeah,
He was
yeah.
in
10 hour glove.
publicly, but no.
But then he came back and he was in the team again.
Yeah, straight away.
Like,
and he
yeah,
gave him like
yeah.
opportunities like every
Okay,
game.
Maybe. Right.
It was
Yeah.
every game. But I don't think it's even that. I think it's just to the point that if he's like performing on the pitch and he's writing that, then you'd be like, fair enough. This guy's had the laugh. But he's not even doing that.
No, he's had a better time at Chelsea than he had at Man United. That's a fact.
What's he done?
Had a
What has he
better
done?
It's still early days to get that.
No, bro, I'm
conclude
telling you, the
Better time, you said.
this part of the season that we're at now has been better than his whole Man United career, bro.
Nah, it's
Mm.
I think it is in
What
terms
has
of
what has he done though?
like
Really?
goals per game, goals per starter, goals per game, whatever, assists per game, bro. I'm sure it's even higher than like
You can look
the
at
ratio.
that.
Yeah,
Everything is-
I think-
Yeah,
I
like,
think it's
if we do it ratio,
I think
wise, I
it's-
think it's a higher.
I think it's still
percentage.
poor,
Very
man.
similar. Very,
Poor
very similar.
overall.
Right.
Poor overall for his standards.
As y'all know, we'd be on the clock. So
Yeah.
we're gonna do the watch list. But before we go into it, do you guys have anyone to put on the watch list? They'll probably be introducing if you don't have anyone on the watch list.
Can you just remind everybody who's on the watch list?
Okay,
Because
before I
wanna know.
remind everyone, let me just tell the listeners or the people watching here. But so watch list is like players, managers, or entity that we put on a list that we just want to keep on watching to see, how they perform. Are they worthy to be on that list? You guys refer to as being in the call. So that's a list. Let me just go through it and say who's got what. So strives, you've got Jesus and INEOS. I've got Zirkzee and Van der Ven. Joey, you've got Casemiro. Dre, you got Rashford. Miles, you got Ange. And there's Havertz and Trussell. I don't know who put
Yeah,
them
that
two
was
on.
me.
You put both of them on.
Yeah, and they were both agreed.
Okay, so that's the watch
He's gonna
list.
stay there forever.
That's the watch list. and no, but how he's off? He's there for the whole season.
Bro, because he should have come off. He should have come off after the following week.
But he's
Why,
back, so he's still there.
Who voted him on?
Because we haven't had an opportunity. To.
Exactly. So that means he's on there until the end
Why?
of the season.
Why?
bro.
Why?
Because he's injured.
Because he's injured. You know how
What are
it
you
goes.
talking about? No,
So-
from when he went on. To
The only
now.
way
When he
off
went
the
on-
list is by getting sacked.
Hold on, wait.
ETH.
Hold on. We have to first off. We have to vote. But first off,
Okay, you can vote.
but
Mm.
but
Should we
what I'm trying to say is, what did it have it show you?
Nope.
That he didn't need to be on there.
No, he
Because
showed
he
me.
Because
He showed
was
me
on
that
there.
he should never go to Dubai ever again. That's what he showed me.
When did he get put on the list?
I
Just
remember
before he got
there
injured?
was a couple. There was a couple.
No,
of
no,
games.
no,
There was a couple of games when he
Tyrus.
there was a couple of games when he was playing mad. Like,
No,
Mm.
you guys put him on the watch list after like the United game where he
United
missed
game,
chances,
yeah.
and I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
the Newcastle game where he
Yeah.
missed chances.
Yeah.
Ty.
But
Yeah.
so when
And then after that,
he technically doesn't deserve to be in there because over the
now,
course
now,
of the
I
season.
think-
now
it was
I
me
think
being
it's
paid,
void
bro.
for him being on it because he's injured now.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
even then he came back and you're scoring. I don't think he
yeah,
needed
like,
to be on it.
and I was saying, yeah, he needs to come off, and then he was like, no, not yet. I was like, this watch list is not even being run democratically.
He's not.
Yeah.
He's not guilty
That's
or
the point.
innocent. We can
Mm.
dismiss the case. Let's just dismiss it.
So Havertz is off the list.
Dismiss
Well,
the case.
no.
I didn't.
No, wait, that's not
No,
how it
wait,
works.
he
dismissed
We're
it. What
changing
did he
the
do?
way- we're changing the way it works.
No, you got
Insufficient
No,
evidence, isn't it?
Hold on.
Yeah, so he's off the
Yeah,
list.
if you want to do it first, that's
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the only way to get him
Yeah.
off. Yeah.
Yeah,
So we're saying he's off
No,
the
I'm
list.
alright with that, bro.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you do
yeah.
it democratically.
So is
Yeah.
that the only one that's coming off the list?
I think-
Okay, what we say for Jesus because this guy's he's not going to play
Nah,
this
he's
season.
he's staying. He's on.
I thought it was.
Nah, he's got to stay on.
No,
He's got to
he
stay
should. Yeah, no, I think the case is we can adjourn that one though.
What do you mean that? Wait,
As in, like he goes to jail. Is that the end result?
Yeah, the end result is to go to jail.
the
Yeah,
end result, bro.
100%.
They're on the list,
Bro,
bro.
What the Crystal Palace games?
Bro, allow
really
it, bro.
spoke
He's
past
still
Crystal
talking about
Palace.
Crystal Palace.
Hang on. He put him on the list.
This is the second time he's put him on the list,
Yeah.
bro. And he's trying to break him out of jail, bro.
Let's So anyone else
And
coming off?
Arsenal played Palace back to back. That was the funny thing about it.
Anyone coming off?
Nah, I think everyone's sorry.
I can't think of it.
INEOS, Zirkzee, Van der Ven, Casemiro,
INEOS
Rashford,
gone.
Ange.
Fair.
Yeah, INEOS got
Yeah,
on.
that's all
Fair,
good.
Just get on though.
Yeah, Ange.
Yeah.
So no one to add?
No, I haven't got anyone.
Yeah,
I ain't
yeah,
got anyone,
no?
bro.
I can't think of anything.
I got Ruben. Let's add Ruben, right? Is that cool?
I'm gonna say no.
He's lost
I'll say
8 games out of 12.
No,
They've only had 3 clean sheets out of 20.
I mean, it's fair. It's fair.
I'll say
No,
no.
yeah, it's
There's
fair. But
no way
again,
Ruben
remember I
can't
said
be
my
on there.
reason. Remember I said my reason because he's got like carte blanche. I said he can.
Yeah, but
He's written himself a contract where he can do whatever he wants, bro. That's why
He could lose every game to the end of the season.
Yeah,
and
bro.
he
yeah,
won't
he's
get
on the
sacked.
watch list.
Yeah.
I would have put Onana on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do it.
Yeah.
That's a good
He-
one.
I would
okay.
prefer Onana over Ruben if I'm being
Doesn't he
That's-
have
that's your
permanent
vote.
residence on there though?
Huh?
I thought he had permanent residence
He
on
should-
there
he
from
should
last
do.
season.
Yeah,
Okay,
it
let's
should
do this properly because
Yeah,
we're running out of
that's
time. So, Ruben, yes or no? Yes?
I'll say yes.
Yeah.
No.
I'll go yes.
So, Ruben's on it.
Cool.
Onana?
Onana.
Hang on, but what's your case for Onana?
Yeah. That's the case.
But he's just not good enough, and I think a large part of why we are in the position we're in is because of his errors, bro. And he seems to be going under the radar. Like, so for instance, the save that he should have saved on the weekend, like he makes a save, and then you hear the commentators say, "Oh, he made a good first save." But what did he do? What happened afterwards? Like the reason that Maddison got that chance was because he parried it in the wrong way. So I think he makes a lot of errors that go unnoticed. And I would like
Brighton
to
as well.
I'd like to
That was poor, man.
yeah, I'd
That
just like
was
to put a
poor.
spotlight on that guy.
Okay, so Strives.
I'm gonna say no.
Joe?
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no because I think INEOS
Damn.
being on it covers Onana being on it.
Okay, Dre?
I'd say
Innocent.
yeah. I agree. Yeah, he's been poor.
Yeah, of course they signed him.
No, I don't think they did.
INEOS signed him, bro.
No, he was there before.
No,
I think
he
it
was
He was there
was,
before they...
Ten Hag signed him, wasn't
Oh
he?
shit.
yeah, ETH.
Okay,
Yeah.
then I'll say yes then.
Yeah?
I'll change it to yes.
So that's solid. He's on there.
Who's that? Onana.
But I didn't want to
Yeah.
do it to my black
Mm.
brother, but my vote doesn't count.
Yeah.
Cool. So that's the watch list. Back pages. So for listeners, same thing, but this is on a more of a positive note. So players, managers, and any entity, doesn't have to be football, that you're trying to shine light on this week. Strives, you're next to me, so you go first.
Merino. Yeah, goes without saying, man. He has to get the back pages. Anyone saved the day. Now everyone's calling for him to be a number 9. Back pages, man. Well done, Merino.
Yeah. Miles?
Marmoush for City. Good hattie. Well
Mm.
taken, so yeah.
Jerry?
Yeah, Matoma, man. That goal was clean, and he done it again last week, was it? That
Against
ball
Chelsea as well.
against Chelsea,
Mhm.
yeah. So
He did well.
Great, man.
I'll go with David Moyes. Just
Yeah.
picking up form at a good time, playing us next. Yeah, it's going to be long for us.
Good. I was going to give it to like Merino and maybe whoever that's mentioned.
Well,
But I'll give it to Jed Spence. I just feel like
he's good,
he's
isn't
gone
he?
under the radar.
yeah.
You know, when he
Yeah,
came
that's
to
good.
when he came to Spurs, Conte was like, no, that's not my signing. And they sent him out to Escobar, but he's come back and yeah, he's been doing
send him out to where?
Azkaban.
Azkaban. Oh, yeah. Do you think he disrespected him as well? Ange disrespected him.
Yeah, he wasn't playing,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
now he got injuries, so he's been playing. But
He's actually really good.
Mm.
and he's been playing out of position on the left, and he's
Yeah.
still
Oh, he's not left back.
no, he's
Right,
right.
right.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the right back.
That's what it's supposed to look when you play out of position, bro.
Cool. So that's it, listeners. Thank you for rocking with us. We'll be back again same time next week. Peace out.